Jeff and Jeremy. It's like a radiogasm.
I said, hey, babe, check it out on the podcast.
Apple Podcast, Google Podcast,
and Spotify.
All this is going viral.
Hey, yeah, stay away from me. Haven't you heard that there's a new disease? Hey, it's COVID-19. It's the reason why we're social distancing. Hey, do what I say. You gotta get inoculated.
Muffcake's couldn't have done a better job on the timing with that, since you are at home because of COVID.
I like that. It's like you brought some class to the word. That's the dirty five-letter word.
Yes. Happy Friday.
Of the five-letter words.
Jeremy here, Jeff from his home today.
Because of COVID.
It sounds a little better. I think whatever you did to soundproof your room is doing wonders.
That's right.
So, anyways, welcome into Friday. Hey, let me ask you a question. We were driving. The other day we were driving somewhere, and we were going to take my wife's car, and I grabbed her keys, and she goes, "I'm driving." Do you drive or does your wife drive?
It is really a 50-50 split.
Yeah, see, I thought it was with us too, but now apparently when we drive, we go in her car, she has to drive. She does not want to drive my truck. She doesn't. But if we're in my truck, I drive. If we're in her car, she drives. And if I grab the keys, she's like, "I'll drive." Okay.
In her, so it's a 50-50 split when it comes to the minivan, and that is widely known as Daddy's car in the family. The little hatchback that we have is widely known as Mommy's car, and she drives
the roller skate
100% of the time.
What is that? A Fiat or something? Yeah, it's Fiat, right?
Yes.
It's a weird looking car. It looks like it should be in a Disney movie or Disney cartoon or something like that.
No, it looks like those cars that they have at Disneyland that dance by themselves, and you wouldn't know about it, but it looks like something from Cars. Yes,
unless it's a road trip. Like if we're driving somewhere long distances, then she likes me to drive. But then she also drives, so I don't know. I usually drive to the place we're going to, and then she drives back. And I think the reason she drives back is because she says I stress her out trying to get where I'm going so fast and timely and efficient that she would rather drive back because it's less stressful. And I'm like, no bathroom breaks. We get, my rule is you get 2 bathroom breaks in 6 hours. If you're going 6 to 7 hours, 2 bathroom breaks, all right? Anything under 6 hours, you should be able to do 1 bathroom break somewhere in the middle.
I mean, I like to keep that rule as well, Jeremy. In fact, mine might be a little bit more staunch and a little bit more disciplined. I might go 4.5 hours, but
But you got a couple of kids with small bladders.
I do, but you know what I'm doing? I'm training them. So like, while I say, okay, it's 4.5 hours, if one of them has to go, they have to go. But I make sure that they know ahead of time that, okay, we're not doing a lot of stops on this trip. So, beware, go before you go. If we stop for gas, go at that time. And, we'll revisit it when it comes about. And it seems to work for the most part. I haven't had a problem in a couple of years.
I was trained too by Tough Love with my dad going, "You can hold it. We'll be there in 2 hours." I'm like, "No, I gotta go. And then it would always end up into some kind of big domestic dispute in the car, because then my mom would be getting mad at my dad for not pulling over, and then she would get upset with her language, and then eventually we'd pull over. I would go to the bathroom. I'd come out and I would get the Death Star through the rearview mirror from my dad, pretty much saying, "You wait till you get where we're going, because you just caused us to get in a fight now, and you're which it wasn't
Is the
right.
Death Star anything like the Death Stare?
Yes. That's what I meant to say. The Death Star.
It's
Maybe I
funny
have COVID.
I think my son has found the workaround on it, because he knows that my tolerance for peeing is very high, but the tolerance for number 2 is very, very low, because I don't want to clean up that mess if that's for reals. So he'll say that he's got to go number 2, and then we get him out into the place, and he's like, "No, just number 1." You little jerk. You figured me out.
Let's see. Jeff is at home today. I'm here in the studio, but everything else is as going as planned, I guess. We got $20 of Federico's just for listening to the show. We'll do the show at 9:40 this morning. We got Robin coming on from Wood. She'll join us just before 7 o'clock. They have got this great looking dog who's been with them for a while, who's looking for a home. We got a video actually on our Facebook page. You can check that out. His name is Peyton. You can get to our Facebook page by looking up at Jeff and Jeremy.
Whoa! Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
This has to be the smartest dog ever. A British man recently took his dog to the vet, trying to figure out why the dog started limping. He spent $400 on, getting x-rays, blood work, having the vet see the dog. When come to find out, they found out that the dog was imitating him. Apparently, he broke his back, and he walks around with a limp because when they were able to fix his back, he's kind of lopsided. So the dog just was watching him walk around with a limp and then started walking around with a limp. Is that the craziest thing you've ever heard?
No. And I actually, this is happening to some extent in my house. So as you know, during the pandemic, we've taken on a new animal, and that is a kitten who is now growing into a cat. And the kitten has a box, and because we are in the limbo stages of our living experience right now, the cat's box is in the dining room, which we don't use. It's just a room for storage, but it's stuck away over by a bunch of boxes and things. And we've noticed lately in the middle of the night, what we thought was the cat was peeing on the floor by our box, and we're like, what's going on with this? Why is this happening? And then just last night, I hear my dog clomping around as I'm getting ready, as you're in that state where you're falling asleep, but you can still be cognizant of things that are going on around you.
Sure.
Just as I start that process, I hear Pete clonking around out in the kitchen. I'm like, that's weird. He's usually sleeping by now. So I go out to check, and there's a fresh puddle of pee right next to Luna's cat box. And I'm like, oh, I think what my dog thinks is it's okay to pee in that room because the cat does it.
He can smell the pee. He can smell the pee from the cat. And when he smells the pee from the cat, he's like, oh, I can go right here. This is a pee area. This is the bathroom.
Well, yeah. And he sees her go over there and do it. And we clean out the cat box and all that stuff. And
too bad he doesn't go in the cat box.
Because he's too dumb. I'm glad he doesn't, because it would make more of a mess if he did. But
you would rather him pee on the floor than the cat box.
Yes, because I could clean up the floor. It's a floor that you could clean up very easily. But I mean, this just happened last night, so there's no plan of attack as of right now. I was talking with my wife about it this morning when we woke up, and I guess we're ordering a dog crate off of Amazon to try to crate train a dog that is old now. I mean, Pete's going to be 11 this year, so we're going to try the old can't teach a. But I mean, he picked up this trick. It's not like this is something he's done before we got the cat. He's only started doing it since we've gotten the cat. So it's the oddest thing, and it's only come on in the last week or so. But we've been blaming the cat for it, and I feel bad because we've been mean to the cat about it.
So wait a second. You say that Pete is the dumbest dog you've ever met, seen, touched, interacted with in your whole life.
Not very smart. Not very smart.
But he's the one that's imitating the cat.
Right, I know. He's picked it up, and which is really strange to me because normally he can't pick up on, hey, go lay down. He'll go lay down for a second and then come right back. It's like, no, stay laying down.
Boy, we just try to teach our animals to do things that we want them to do, and they just won't do it. Yet they'll limp around. Can you imagine? You jackass, you won't sit, you won't shut up, you won't leave your toys alone, yet you'll start limping like me? Unbelievable.
Wake up. Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
Jeff and Jeremy online at KZOZ.com. It's Dumbass of the Day, and it's brought to you by Peterson's U-Cart. Spring is right around the corner, and Peterson's U-Cart in Atascadero has everything you need to make your outdoor space amazing. That's right. Check out their selection of landscape supplies. They have pipe and concrete. It's all online at Peterson, the letter U, cart.com. That's Peterson, the letter U, cart.com.
How pathetic can some people be?
Joe, it's been a tough season for Jet fans. What does it mean to you now when the team is struggling?
I want to kiss you. I couldn't care less about the team struggling. We're looking to next season. We're looking to make a noise now, and I want to kiss you.
Thanks, Joe. I'll take that as a huge compliment.
You know what?
Joe Namath, part of the four-decade team. We'll see these guys at halftime.
All right. Thank you, Susie.
Joe's just a happy guy.
Isn't he?
He's just a happy guy.
Oh, boy, is he happy.
Dumbass of the Day. 93.3 KZOZ.
I think a lot of Jets fans probably feel like Joe there.
I just realized
the pain.
something. That's a while ago. Was that the curse? Is it the Joe Namath, the guy that is known as the face of the franchise for that great victory in Super Bowl III when they were huge underdogs and they shocked the world? Has he flipped the fortunes of the franchise completely to when he drunkenly hit on Susie Colbert on camera on Monday Night Football? I mean, is that
the reason why they can't win? Is that the reason why
they've not been
they
good
can't be
since
successful?
That was what, 12 years ago? They've not been good since then.
How do you fix it then? If that's the curse, what does Joe Namath need to do? He can't take back a kiss.
He's gotten sober. I mean, I don't know what else more can you do?
What have I seen him on? I've seen him on a commercial recently. It was maybe life insurance or something like that.
Yes, it was. It was like Colonial Penn.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Colonial Penn. It's like, man, he needs to use less gel in his hair or whatever the hell he's putting in there. Today we're heading off to North Dakota where a guy that got pulled over, I don't know, he was swerving or something, probably because he was trying to grab his bag of meth. Cop gets up to the window, says, "Hey, sir, license, registration, why are you pulling me over?" "Oh, you were swerving back there." That's when the police officer notices he's wearing a shirt that says, "Don't do drugs." Officer looks at his eyes and comes to the conclusion that maybe he doesn't live by that mantra. Anyways, he pulls him out. He finds a bag of meth and some spoons and, other things, paraphernalia that you need to do meth with.
Oh, how do you know he just wasn't a big fan of soup when it comes to the spoons?
They were small spoons. They were drug spoons, Jeff. They were meth spoons.
Soups, cereal, or maybe he just likes appropriate portions of condiments in his coffee or tea.
Yeah, if that condiment is meth because they found meth on the spoon.
It makes your coffee have a little more kick, I hear.
Yeah, right. It really, if the caffeine isn't doing it for you and you're doing the extra dark bold and you're like, what's next? Well, put a little meth on your spoon.
French roast just ain't cutting it anymore.
So he, what's amazing is he's got a great smile in his picture, his, arresting office, whatever picture. What is that called? Mugshot, yeah. And his teeth look good.
I know that from friends.
His teeth look good. So maybe he hasn't been doing meth that long, or he's just an exception to the rule.
Or they could be falsies too.
So don't think you can just wear a shirt that says "Don't do drugs," and the next time a cop pulls you over, he's not going to think maybe you're high.
Usually when you see somebody wearing a Dare shirt, don't you think that person, or a Dare bumper sticker on the back of a car? I mean, I know we used to joke with JW about if we were cops, we would profile people.
Right.
If I was a cop, every single time I saw a Dare sticker on the back of a car, I'd pull them over because I'm thinking, okay, they're trying to throw me off the scent.
There can't be that many people that are fighting drugs. Not anymore, anyways. Congratulations to Squil Robles. Yes, that's right, Pastor Robles. He's your cousin, and he's Jeff and Jeremy's
Dumbass of the Day. 93.3 KZOZ.
Don't be a dummy when it comes to your landscape supplies. Go to Peterson U-Cart on Gusta Road, just north of Quickie Car Wash in Atascadero.
We
Have Jeremy here. You know, the Super Bowl coming up right around the corner. Super Bowl 55. We don't know who's going to be there yet. But I guess it was already announced that there's more history being made. Not only do we have a female vice president now, but Sarah Thomas was going to be the first official referee, if you will, female in NFL history to officiate a Super Bowl.
That's cool, I guess. I mean, I just is this a big deal? I mean, I don't know. I don't think of this as a big deal anymore.
Is NBC carrying the Super Bowl and they're trying to find more angles to talk about? That they're the ones that are running this story. It's almost like they're asking for trouble by making such a big deal about this. Because now you're just going to have people saying, "Oh, what are we going to have to take more bathroom breaks now? I mean, what's going on here? More timeouts?"
I get mentioning it to promote whatever you're promoting. I mean, maybe we'll get people to tune in, but by drawing attention to it, aren't you saying that it's kind of it's an oddity when, like, somebody like me, I don't care who, as long as
I think it's good.
They know the rules.
It's the first woman that's officiated a Super Bowl. Obviously, there's women officials in the game, and I think it's good. I think women can officiate just as well as a man can, and maybe they could do even better. I know my wife seems to find like things that I do wrong on a regular basis, so I think it's just an instinct that women have to look for things that are not right, and then they call you on it. And so she'll probably be better at it. I don't know. There may be more flags than normal.
You're setting yourself up now for criticism.
From my wife. She's very good at pointing out all kinds of stuff. Oh, I see you took out the garbage, but you didn't replace the liner. Flag.
Why don't you just come out and say that if it was an all-woman staff as an officiating crew for the NFL, that the games would probably be twice as long?
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying there's probably talents that women have. I actually went in here to say this is a big deal, and I think a woman can do just as good a job as a man. So, ladies, please. But we all know you're really good at pointing out things that we do wrong or not the way you think is correct.
Yeah, a lot of flaws.
I mean, there's the way to do something, and then there's your way to do something. Those garbage cans aren't going to bring themselves
the power to do it towards a group of men. I mean, this is.
I got to imagine the pressure's on her. She's going to want to make sure that she does everything right. And I've always thought it can't be easy to be an official. And some of the times when they get calls right, and you go back now with instant replay and you see some of the stuff that they saw in a half of a second, it's pretty amazing. So I think they deserve a lot more credit. And I think it's great that she's going to be doing that.
But, I mean, you see some of that stuff in slow motion, you're like, oh yeah, I can see how that got missed. Because when they show it in real time, you're like, what?
Right. She won't miss it though. No, she won't, Sarah Thomas. She'll be all over that.
Whoa! Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
Jeff and Jeremy here online, KCOC.com. I'm very excited. I mean, I just got some great news. I know, Jeff, you're working from home. Did you see the email that just came in? This is fantastic.
Oh, my God. I swear.
Yes! Ladies and gentlemen!
I blame the signs that we got up in the bathroom telling people to be more cognizant of their animal-like behavior.
More courteous.
Especially in the men's bathroom. And now they're taking it next level.
I'm so excited about this. They've decided to do a full remodel on our bathrooms here at the radio station. We share them with other businesses in the building. And I've been bugging our manager for, 10 years, not the whole 15. Because you don't want to ask for something right away that's major in your first 5 years of employment. You want to wait till you've, felt established for a while that we need to get our own bathrooms in the building. And there's other people here that agree with me. This is not, now we're going to get new bathrooms. Can I make recommendations on things I would like to see in the new bathrooms to the property management company or whoever owns this building?
I think you should. And if you do it, you should do it now because the remodel's scheduled for a couple weeks from now.
Okay. Let's see. I have a few recommendations. Boy, this is going to go over like a ton of bricks. Let me get my keyboard over here. I have a few.
Bounce some ideas off of me right now and compose the email after we get done with this break.
Well, no, I'm going to do it at the same time. Very powerful fans. What do you think of that?
Are you talking about the hand dryers or the
exhaust
actual
fans? Exhaust
okay.
fans. All right, exhaust in there. This is why we need to do it together. Very powerful exhaust fans for the men's.
Well, you know what that'll mean, right? That'll mean no more essence of Dio at the ready. You need the essence of Dio for when we need to freshen up the studio a little bit if a guest ever gets around to coming by.
The air freshener. Air freshener. Is it air freshener one word or two?
It is 2 words.
Oh, yes, you're right. One word is nuts.
When in doubt, just put a dash in between the both.
All right. Essence of Dio. Mm-hmm. Nobody's going to know what
Smells
that
like
means.
a rainbow in the dark when you walk in.
Am I on capitals? Of D-I-O. Okay. Essence of Dio. Any other recommendations besides exhaust fans and more air freshener?
I'm a big hand dryer guy. I know.
No,
a lot of
that's
people
supposed to be the worst. It
blows.
It blows germs everywhere, and there's fecal matter in the air. It doesn't matter how good your exhaust fans are.
What's a fecal matter?
Fecal matter. Fecal matter. You know what I saw? I was at Giuseppe's, the one in Pismo burnt down. Remember that? And they rebuilt it. It just looks the same. So you would walk in there thinking that nothing ever happened to it. But when you go back to the bathrooms, they have grates underneath the stalls where men pee. Oh, this is a good one. So that way they pee right into the grate. It's like a drain. It looks like a street drain grate. So that way they can just wash it off. We have a real problem here with these bus drivers next door peeing into a toilet.
So I have another suggestion to add to this list, and this is something I've always thought of whenever I look down at the floor underneath the urinal in our bathroom, and that is we got to go stadium on this one. We've got to go floor to about 4 foot urinal. You know which one I'm talking about? Where it starts at the floor. It's not the one where everybody stands around together, but it's the one where you get your own urinal, but it goes all the way to the floor.
Drain, yes, like they have at Costco. Have you ever used the bathrooms at Costco? They have these.
I have not.
Oh, you've never ran and gone pee, huh? But I know what you're talking about. It starts at the floor and it goes all the way up. It's one big giant piece of porcelain.
Yeah.
Yes, we don't want the
that
trough.
way you're not having to step in it.
Drain grates under the.
Well, you don't need the drain grates if you have that. If you have that ceiling or floor to mid-level wall urinal, you can pee wherever you want.
Floor to ceiling. Oh, everybody's now getting on this email chain. I see floor to ceiling urinal. I'll put like Costco.
By the way, the SurfNet Communications poll question today have everything to do with this remodel, and that is which is better in the public restroom, the hand dryer or paper towels. This is going to be the poll question that.
What's better in a public restroom, the blow hand dryer or just using old fashioned paper towels? Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Air hand dryer, right?
Yeah. Well, is there anything else we should ask for? Trying to think.
I always thought it'd be kind of nice to have an attendant.
Well, that's not going to happen. Come on, let's get real.
Come on. There's a lot of people looking for work right now, and they will be, after everybody's allowed to go back to work. And I got to think that, with germs being top of mind, it would pay a pretty good wage. And I think a big reason why they're even doing this in the first place is because commercial property owners know that they need to improve their facilities in order to keep their tenants around because half their workforce can work from home. Look what I'm doing right now.
All right, here's the deal. I'm not going to send this yet. I'm going to leave it open, 805-543-3693. Maybe you have some great ideas that we could add into the recommendations for our new restroom here at the radio station. Send in your ideas. What I have. I also have a separate poop room /stall, meaning they actually have to go into another room to use to poop. Can I put the word poop in this email? It's going out to everybody. What happened? I lost you. Oh, son of a gun. What happened here?